Hello guys, this is the SWTOR guy here, and welcome to like a continuously news update. What is actually happening in the roadmap? There is a lot of questions has been answered through yesterday's live stream Q&A. Eric and Charles pretty much answered a ton of questions. And also, by the way, if when this video goes live on YouTube, I will be live on Twitch also doing like a Q&A. It doesn't really matter which effect. We can talk about credit wise as well, how this is going to work and stuff like that. Just the link is in the description, or twitch.tv/the SWTOR guy. So come and join. If you have any questions about the roadmap, feel free to answer. No matter if it's credit-wise, economy-wise, server merges-wise, no matter what, we can speculate a little bit, stuff like that. Just go for it. Come and hang out. So let's get in to one of the main topics, which obviously a lot of people had questions, is the server merges. Now, in the server merges, they talked a lot. So for example, one of the things there are, for example, non-subscribers. What is the non-subscriber names and stuff like that is going to get? So the non-subscribers are gonna lose their name. No matter what your status is, if it's free to play or preferred, if you're not a subscriber, you're gonna lost your name. I think, as they said, also there will be some kind of problem is going to happen. No matter what, they are always getting into some problems, and they said it in the live stream, so be careful. And maybe they are trying to help a lot of people as best as possible, but there's going to be a lot of effects going on with this, so just be prepared for that. Also, they asked about the legacy. So if you guys have two same legacies, let's just say two level 50s, and both of them have different legacy names, one of them is gonna choose randomly as soon as the servers are going to merge. So yeah, that is like pretty much a random thing. By the way, you can change it, I think, anytime. So the strongholds have been talking about how they're going to merge. So if you have two strongholds which are fully decorated, they are still gonna be in the new server, and there's still gonna be two Coruscants or Nashida. The thing is, this is really awesome, because first of all, you're not gonna lost anything at all, and second, you will enjoy both of them. So you can either enjoy that one or that one, and it's still not gonna deactivate and stuff like that. The thing is, there is pretty much, you cannot touch the stronghold when it goes to live and stuff like that. There will be decorations in the same place. There's too many decorations in your legacy. There's stuff like that. So that's why you cannot do anything if the credit or if the stronghold cap, for example, for a 10 out of 10 decoration goes into 20 out of 10. Pretty much you cannot do anything unless you go back to the limit, pretty much taking out 10, and pretty much then you can do some stuffs for that. I think it's a good move, because you will not touch your stronghold, and no matter what you're doing with the stronghold, I think it's just fair to say it's a good idea. For me, technically, this is really good, because if I didn't decorate it out my Tatooine stronghold from Tomb of Freedom, when it's going to merge, I'm gonna get my Tatooine stronghold back, fully open, fully stuffs like that, so I can redecorate it, and also the stronghold cap is gonna go to 10, so that is gonna be awesome. They talked about the role players, and there is not gonna be a role play server or a server type, because pretty much there is no, like, I'm not gonna say there is a ton of place to be role playing, and I think it doesn't matter if you are in the PvE or PvP zone. I think you're just gonna leave out the PvP zone, simple enough, and just gonna go and have some fun in the PvE server. I'm sorry, role players, I know there's a ton of you there, but they are looking to ways to happening it in the United Forces. We'll see how it goes. The hot prospect name, as a lot of people get in mind, they are that is a fixed name. They're not gonna change it. So yeah, Harbinger to Hot Prospect. I mean, I get the name because it's from the mining ship from KOTOR, but yeah, it is a funny name. At least we're gonna get that. While this is going to happen, the server transfer is going to be down. So the thing is, they're gonna reactivate it a week later as soon as the server merge is going to happen. I think they said they're gonna reduce the cost for the server transfer, cost and legacy name as soon as those are gonna happen. So all of the guild names, character names, legacy names, so those what is happening in the site, like in the content market, those are pretty much like individual stuffs. They're gonna reduce the cost for those players and guilds who are struggling with the names and stuffs like that. So we'll see how it goes. That pretty much they talked about the characters as well. And the characters is how it goes. If you have 52 characters and pretty much you merging into another server, which for example you have 30, you're gonna have 82 characters in that. But you can play all of them, but you cannot create a new character unless you are deactivating some of them or all of them until you're going back to the cap, and pretty much you cannot make another one. So let's go into the PvP and Starfighter, what has actually happened inside of that. The new PvP map, as they said, is going to be based on Alderaan rules, and it is going to be a cross-faction one. I don't know if it's going to be 8 versus 8. They didn't set it yet. But I can't wait to see what is gonna be in this all around. It seems to be good so far, and they are also talking about going this into the PTS and stuff like that. There is not gonna be a PTS in that, so we'll see how it goes. That I think that is a really good idea so far. Also, they talked about the Furious rewards, because I saw in the chat there was a ton of people going for the Furious rewards. I don't understand why you wasn't there if like the Furious time. They are trying to bringing back, but they're not gonna putting into the cartel market, that's for sure. But they are trying ways to bringing it back to in-game to pretty much work your ass off for this Furious stuff. So like the gear and the title pretty much, and things like that. Can't wait to hear it. So yeah. The new GSF, they talked about it as well, and pretty much they're gonna change all the ships, all the balance, all the stuffs, and the new GSF is gonna be a deathmatch in IOCAT. Can't wait to see it, to be perfectly honest. Can't wait. So also let's talk about the augments and gearing. So they not mentioned anything about the gearing, however they mentioned the augments big time. So the augments is gonna be 230 and 236 or something like that. Can't wait to see it, but they also said the new augments will be obtained with the new Flashpoint currency. So I think it's not gonna be craftable. So those persons who are looking into craft, I think it's not gonna be craftable. So I think we need to do ton of this new Flashpoint to get like ton of these augments. I don't know if it's gonna be sellable or not. Maybe just like in the Crisis of Umbara, you will getting the schematics and then you will need to craft. We'll see. I don't know for this for sure, but I think this is how it's going to happen. Pretty much you need to farm a little bit, and after that you will getting all of those schematics and augments, and then you will start to craft all of those. So that's gonna be good. We'll see how it goes. So also they are mentioned some really good stuff. First of all, I'm gonna go in to one of the big ones, which I was actually there. Thank God Almighty. I'm actually going to find this screenshot for you guys because it's really awesome to see. So Keith has done pretty much a Q&A in chat to see how many of you are still around, and he was asking a ton of questions or just real life stuff and things like that. So At the end, pretty much before he left, he was saying, "Hey all, I love to say more and chat some more, but I gonna run, so I leave you with not commenting next year's expansion plans. You will have to wait and hear about that." So next year we gonna get an expansion, as I expected. So I think they are trying to fix the game big time, so they just gonna do mostly this year the quality of life, and I think on the next year's roadmap we're gonna get some information about the expansion and see what we're gonna get. Can't wait to hear about it. So that is awesome news, and to be honest, the game is needing it again, because that brings a lot of players back into the game, I think. So yeah. They are also mentioning in this Q&A about the cartel market certificates, which is a lot of people are getting struggles how to get it and stuff like that. Pretty much you can get it from the old packs, and Keith said it on this Q&A. They going to try to figure it out to eliminate the certificates, and we will pretty much getting these items in another way. So they are trying to ask the cartel markets team and stuff like that, but I think it's fair to say we needed it, because a lot of new players wanted to get those items, but it's really hard. But that means in credit wise, that's gonna be really suck for us, and I don't know how we can deposit those cartel market certificates, if there is gonna be any. So yeah, let's talk about future things. Because they mentioned so many companions also is returning. So Andronicus will coming back sooner than because they pretty much planned a really good story for him, and same for Kreia and Scourge. Can't wait to see all of those in my Jedi Knight. And they are also in the, like, pretty much they put a list which ones are gonna be in the works right now. So we have Esign Temple in 5.6, which is obvious. Arkham with Romance, a lot of people wanted that. Corso Riggs, Risha, Akavi, Mako, Vector, Kira, Scourge, Darkside, Jason, I don't know why not Lightside, Felix Ureso, and Ashara. So these are the companions are gonna be working right now to putting back into the game. And yeah, I guess it's good, especially Kira and Scourge for me. Vector is good. They also mentioned a lot of stuffs, what is going to happen, so pretty much what is in the works. Pretty much they wanted to try to do more races, which is in the works as well. And also Charles, or Keith has mentioned it in this like Q&A, Charles is looking into ways to bringing more class-based story next year, which I can't wait to see. Probably we're gonna get it in the expansion, just like in the Shadow of Revan. If that's the case, I would definitely wanted to see that, to be perfectly honest. I really want to get back into some class stories again, because it's been a wow forever since we had it. And the Master Mode Caparo, they talked about it as well. The Master Mode Caparo is going to be 242 gear requirements. Same is going to be just pretty much the same as Crisis of Umbara. Can't wait to see, by the way, that Caparo one. Because like Timothy Zahn is going to be, like, I think based on in the Cantina event, because they mentioned the Cantina event, but I'm not. Timothy Zahn is gonna be on the Cantina event. Pretty much they gonna answer a lot of questions regarding to the story. So I think Timothy is helping out the story for Star Wars The Old Republic big time, and I cannot wait to see what is going to be in this. So that was it for all of the stuffs. As I said, we are live when you're seeing this video, so if you have any questions regarding the roadmap, I'm gonna be live answering all of them. So come on and join if you have any questions, or if you just wanted to hang around. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.